We've lived in this house for 47 years, and Sundy grew up down the street. So I watched her grow up as a kid, and she grew up to be a beautiful young lady and a wonderful young lady. We just did a cleanup over here maybe a month ago, and people just came from everywhere, and it was just really, really nice. We had a good day and a productive day. I have a neighbor 2 doors down, Mrs. Sneed. She's 90 years old. She's been here a little longer than we have, and she stood on the front porch. I'm sorry, I am emotional, but she cried. She just couldn't. I told her the night before, I said, Miss Sneed, you're gonna see a difference. I said, the neighborhood is gonna be clean. It's not gonna look like it's been looking. We're gonna get this back together like it was when we moved here, because this was a beautiful little area. And she stood on her front porch that day and literally cried, and that just touched my heart. It really did. All because of that girl over there.
Sundy. Sundy is a force of nature. I will just start with that, all right? I got to know Sundy through her work, of course, with SLACO, now through her work with the Neighborhood Vacancy Coalition. I actually was aware of Sundy with her role on the Tax Increment Financing Commission for the city of St. Louis. It seems like Sundy is everywhere.
She's the backbone of the organization. As a board president, and I've had several of them, she's been a model to work with, and we've had a lot of good things that we've gotten accomplished with her as our leader. Presently, we're really involved in Keeping It Clean, which is a neighborhood cleanup program that we operate, as well as our Emerging Leaders program, which is a program to get youth involved in neighborhood associations and in what's going on in their community, as well as our Neighborhoods United for Change.
Well, I met Sundy as part of the Proposition NS initiative. She was one of the petitioners, and she was on the board of SLACO at the time. So Proposition Neighborhood Stabilization, it showed up on the ballot as Prop NS, was an initiative that SLACO as an organization took a big role in. And we put this together back about 2016, collected about 14,000 signatures, put the ballot issue before the voters, and we passed a $40 million bond issue. I mean, she's a natural leader, and she naturally connects people one to the other, and is just very effective in moving things forward.
And in 2018, came back to participate in St. Louis University Law School Vacancy Summit. That's where I met Sundy for the first time, and we talked about the legal interventions and the help that lawyers can do to help revitalize neighborhoods. She helped us connect with neighborhoods when we started our project in 2018. She helped connect us to elected officials. She helped really provide the Neighborhood Vacancy Initiative a foundation where we could build and be successful. So we owe a huge debt of gratitude to Sundy.
She's just a loving person. She's full of enthusiasm and always put her foot down and just enjoys the work that she does.
I've always had a passion for helping people in need. I think I've always been one to side with the underdog, and I think seeing my community so devastated, it looks like a war-torn area. Seeing our residents that used to come together, host block parties, host events, not do that anymore. Seeing people scared to come outdoors. Seeing the dilapidation exist and the disinvestment and hopelessness. That's what inspires me, because I know I can help change things. I believe, I'm very confident that that's my purpose. I know that a good neighbor is a concerned neighbor. A good neighbor is concerned about the welfare of all neighbors. A good neighbor is engaged. A good neighbor listens. A good neighbor reaches out when they know their neighbor is in need. And a lot of times we are so insulated because we could stay indoors. We have electronics, social media. There's no real need to come outdoors and engage. But it's incumbent upon us to care about our neighbors and understand that if something affects them, it will inevitably affect us. And that anything that we think should put a wall between us, it is meaningless. That the baseline of just human existence is the care and concern and the commonality that we have. And if we could focus on that, it would be easy to stop the hate. It would be easy to stop any forms of discrimination. When you're at that baseline of understanding, you have more in common with your neighbor. But I think being a good neighbor is understanding that